Streaming. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna check if everything is running well, and then we'll be fine. And then I'm gonna let everybody know to come in. And then we'll get ready with this, and then get ready with me. See what I did there? That wasn't funny.
She thinks she's so clever.
That was funny. Yeah, I'm gonna check it. Okay. Oh yeah, everything is running well. We'll be fine. And then I'm gonna let everybody know to come in. There's a little echo, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, I'm gonna join. Okay. I'm gonna just set that down. Okay. Come in a little closer, just so it's like we're even. Um, and then we'll begin in a bit. I'm gonna just play music for now. To get like a little vibe going.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You heard about it? I'm like, what are we gonna do on TikTok though? I know, me too, because it really Loki was brainwashed us. But like, why does the government give a flying f about that? I mean, isn't that what they wanted?
I heard that they're not really banning it, but they're selling it to the U.S. And if the U.S.
so
doesn't
weird.
want it, then
like the U.S. really just wants to own everything. Like y'all don't own shit.
I'd rather want China to have my information than the U.S.
Oh, that's a little tea right there. Oh. Sorry, guys. I don't know if the screen went blank or not, but I'm about to turn down this music just a bit. Oh, I'm turning it up. That's great. I'll put this one.
When I got my driver's license.
All right. I think I'm gonna start now.
Oh my gosh, she's getting her driver's license just like you are today.
Yeah, about that. I failed my first one. And we're gonna talk about that. But yeah, hey guys, it's Lizzie Studios, and welcome back to another stream. Today we're just gonna do something a little more chill. I do a lot of different types of ideas. I just kind of throw them out there. But I hope you are doing well. I hope you all are enjoy your spring break if you're on it or about to go on it. I'm about to go on it, but I'm not really gonna have spring break. But again, we'll get into that later. This is also my friend Taya. She decided to join me for the stream because I forced her. I mean, I told her to. I told her to come do it with me, so she's like, sure.
I'm gonna be drawing Lizzie from memory.
Yeah, while she's doing that, I'm just gonna be doing my makeup. Since I might just get my driver's license today, I have to look at least a little prepared for it. You know what I mean? I can't be looking all crusty. You know, I don't want to look crusty.
Have you ever done ID makeup?
No, but that's why I'm just gonna try it out because I'm like, I wanted. I'm not
did
gonna
ID
like,
makeup, and the girl at the piercing shop, she's like, "This is the best idea I've ever seen."
Really?
ID makeup.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah. You're gonna have to show me how then, because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to. You have to do that. But yeah, we're just gonna probably get right into it right now. So it's gonna be a quick, fast-paced kind of stream. Today, it's just to really just relax before the spring break comes, and this is also gonna be one of the last streams I make. Well, for now, until I start making YouTube videos. We're both gonna be making YouTube videos actually.
With you.
So let's just get right into it. She's gonna be drawing me. I'm just gonna be doing my makeup. We're gonna just have a really chill time, and then I'm also gonna give a story time about how I failed my first driving test. So let's get right into that. So I'm gonna just put primer again. I always say this, but primer is like the glue to your makeup.
I can't draw this.
I know you can't. So I'm like, this is gonna be funny because she's drawing while I'm doing my makeup. So I'm like, she has to make all those changes as I go. You know what I mean? So yeah. It started off. I'm gonna start now my story time. If you won't interrupt me again. So the day started off like normal, right? Like how it normally was. I was low-key excited. Sorry about the chair. I was low-key excited to take like my my driving test because I'm like, I'll pass. Like, I'll do good. And I really thought I was gonna like get it on my first time because I'm like, a lot of people have told me that they don't get it their first time, and I'm like, I'm gonna get it my first time, Like I'm gonna be that bitch. But I wasn't that bitch. I was like every other bitch.
You're
And
just
so
like every bitch. You can't drive.
you can't drive. You can't do
You're a
shit.
virgin.
Have you never seen that scene from Clueless?
No, but that's literally me. Anyways, but yeah, guys. So after that, I had woken up, got ready, did all this, went to class, and then, well, I didn't go to class that day because it was like an optional day, but I ended up going right, like, to the DMV that day. Also, this is like my new primer I got. I put like 4 primers on. I'm not gonna lie. It's an obsession. I just love the way primer feels on my face. This is an acne fighting one, so I'm like, slay. But yeah, anyways, I'm getting off topic. I went to the DMV early in the morning, like at 8:15. Today mine is a little later, like at 2, because that's the only one they had scheduled, like at 2 or 1:55, and I'm like, might as well do 2. I'm gonna show up there like 20 minutes beforehand so I can like practice a little by myself, just to get in the habit of it. But anyways, yeah, I had showed up at the DMV. I waited a bit in my car and then decided to go in. Apparently, I was supposed to get a little bit early because it was like at the bottom. I didn't realize, but it had said show up 10 minutes early so we can get you set up and this and that beforehand. And I was like, oh shit. And then once I got there, immediately I got my sticker. I went to go sit down, and then they called me up for the counter. He's like, we've been waiting for you. Immediately, I was like, I am not gonna pass because he looked like my past teacher, and that past teacher used to pick on me hella. He used to be like, Lizzie, are we on our phone? Or he'd be like, Lizzie, late, or this and that. He would just pick on me, like on me specifically. I just went, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, immediately, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna even pass because I'm like, I have somebody that looks like a teacher that used to pick on me always. So I'm like, what if this man picks on me too? He was, your average white man. He had like a beard. If you live in the Omaha area and go to like the Bellevue DMV, you know what I'm talking about. That one man, that one grumpy old man. I forgot what part of the story was on. Oh yeah, so anyways, I knew already off the bat. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna even like pass this test. I'm like, having this man as like my like instructor already is gonna like fuck me up. So after he gave me the sticker, after we got the paperwork and all that, I went to go sit at the waiting area, and then he came around like 7 minutes later. And then he was like, are you ready? I was like, yeah, let's go. I'm like here nervous, and I'm over here like apologizing, doing all that nervous type stuff that I didn't really need to do. I'm like, he failed me. I'm like, I could have been a mean person or like ignored him and just done that test. But no, I decided to try to make conversation, be like, get the nerves out of my way. But no, he was just, an old man, how an old man usually is. And so, after the fact, sorry, I'm trying to look for this one. It has a mirror in it. After the fact, we went into my car, right? It was raining that day. I'm like, it was pouring. Yesterday, it was like pouring. I didn't even know it was gonna like be pouring that bad, but it was like raining, like really bad. And I'm like, oh, immediately, I'm like, oh, what if it's like a dreary day today as well? I'm like, it already looks like it. And so, right off the bat, I start panicking because I'm kind of like scared, like nervous and stuff. So I'm like listening to him, but not really listening to him because he goes, all right. He's like, I'm gonna have you listen to some instructions before we get started and this and that. Tell me why my dumbass begins the car. Tell me why I put it in reverse and like I'm about to go, and he's like, what did I just say? He literally said, what did I just say? He's like, you're gonna listen to the blah blah blah, and then he repeated himself, and I was like, yeah, sorry. I'm like sorry, and like I'm just like apologizing here because I'm like nervous, and he's over here like all like static and shit. I'm just like, that doesn't really help with like nerves. But anyways, yeah, after I listened to like the stupid iPad that he had, he goes, okay, now we're gonna begin. He's like, I want you to make a left turn and this and that, like reverse and then make a left turn. And so then I start reversing, and tell me why immediately this man goes, you need to part. He's like, you need to back out more out this way. And I'm like, this. He's like, this way. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, there's no cars behind me. I'm like, there's no reason why I should be curving that much, anyways. I'm like, why are you so dramatic? Like in my head, I'm like that, but I'm like, okay, sir. I'm like, yes, sir. I'm like, blah blah blah. Trying to get his good side because I want that license. But no, he doesn't really care about it. Oh, I forgot. I don't have music on. Sorry.
Feel like a femme queen.
Yeah, he doesn't really care like how I am or what I'm doing. He's just like, he's like. I always forget like once I'm getting into it, I always forget. But anyways, I just needed music because it was silent in here. Yeah, so after I start getting out of the parking lot, I'm like getting a little like less nervous and I'm starting to drive like normally, right? And he's like, slow down. He's like, slow down. He's like, you're going too fast and this and that, blah 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 already. And I'm like, I'm not even going past 15 and he's already bitching at me. I'm like next time I'm gonna just get out of that place. Like, ooh, it got bright really quickly. I don't know why. I don't know why it just glared like that. Sorry about that. But no, I think it's because I put this up here. Sorry. I'm gonna just have this right here. But see me already apologizing right now too. I just have a problem with apologizing. But no, like I'm over here like sorry, like and trying to slow down, and then apparently it wasn't good enough because he's like slow down like every other second, and I'm like yeah, I'm like I don't know if I'm like gonna pass because I'm like he's already telling me like slow down, and I'm not even going fast, but I'm like I really had to just pay attention more because they're really picky, and I know some people will be like, oh, that they're gonna be very strict. I mean, like you're getting your driver's license, this and that. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, it's so funny because in real life, nobody really does these rules. Nobody really like gives a shit. Like on the freeway, I'm like, you could be going 80, like, and in you going 60 is like slow, and that's the speed limit. So I don't really get how the world works, but I guess it works in a weird way. So I've like told myself, I'm like this time around, I'm just gonna drive like an old lady and go way below the speed limit because I'm like, can they get me in trouble for going below the speed limit? No, because I'm like I'm going below it. So I'm like I'm gonna just go below it. I'm like pray to God, and then see how the outcome comes out. Because I feel like I'm gonna get it, but I'm like I'm not gonna be satisfied with the way I get it. So yeah, that was the end of it. It was a really short drive too. I'm talking not even 5 minutes. It was like a good 4 minutes. He just had me pull around like a circle, and it was really easy. And I felt really stupid afterwards because I'm like, that could have been very like easy to get, and I'm like, I didn't get it. So I'm gonna try again, and then I'll try again today, and I'm gonna see if I can get it today. Hopefully I do. If not, that's gonna be very sad for me. I literally was crying. I was bawling my eyes out because I was like so excited to get it because I thought I was gonna get it, and I did it. Yeah, I'm like I got my hopes up, and then I got them crushed by an old man. So I mean,
Crushed like his ashes.
crushed like when he's gonna be after he died. I'm just kidding. That's dark. No, but yeah, I ended up failing that, so I'm gonna take it again. Note to self: just drive like an old lady. Like literally, drive way slower. Drive so slow that they can't even be mad about you going slow. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna just do. I'm gonna just go like at 25, no less.
Boom!
Oh. Oh, where are my eyeballs?
I don't draw people with eyeballs for some reason. I can't
I think
draw
it'd be
eyes.
good if my eyes were
The hair?
present. The hair is snatching.
See, we got the eyelashes.
Yeah. And
Clean those eyelashes.
but yeah, that's how my day yesterday went. Today I'm gonna do it again and I'm going to pass. Cause if I don't pass, I might just pass, you know? You get what I mean?
I'm done. So you can post it on Instagram.
I'm like, I'm so hilarious. No, I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be crying twice as hard. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to go to work because I'm gonna be like, I literally failed twice already. Like that would be so horrible. But I'm not manifesting that though. I'm not manifesting these negative thoughts. You know,
Now we're gonna draw Lizzie in a car.
maybe in a van. But yeah, Taya. Now that I've gotten like my story time out of the way, what are some story times that you guys may have? Or actually, Taya, would you like to give us one of your story times? Just give us like one of your like just give us a story time or like chat if you have like a story time or a confession. Let us know like in the chat, and then we can go on from that just to like have a topic, about it. Because like I feel like there's a lot of things we could talk about. Like Taya, you could literally tell us about like the time you got in a car crash. Like
you know what? That was kind of crazy. I think about that every day.
Yeah, so tell
That's why
us.
I don't drive anymore either because I got in this car crash like I think it was in November, sometime around that time. But it was kind of crazy. It was my first ever like really bad car crash, and we were on the way to this 16-year-old girl's party because I used to babysit her, and she was having this like Roaring 20s party. So I was like, I'll come, and we were late because I was supposed to help set up the decorations.
The decorations and stuff.
And so like my boyfriend was driving at this time. I wasn't, and we were with one other person, my friend, and then like we were in Ralston, the Ralston area.
Yep.
No one can drive down there. No one can drive down there. Like all of the people that drive down there are white old people. They can't drive.
Yeah. And then it's always the white people, and I'm like, you guys suck the most at driving.
You guys can't. Yeah. But we literally were making a U-turn, and like this lady, she had a yellow stop sign or stoplight or whatever, and then she starts like speeding through the yellow like when she sees us turning in the U-turn.
Yeah.
So as we're turning in the U-turn, like I'm like, oh my god, like we're about to get hit. Like I could like see the scariest part about it was seeing like
the actual car coming close to you.
coming close to
Yeah.
you.
I don't know if I'd want to be able to see that.
Yeah, because like no one else saw it but me, and it was on my side of the
yeah. So you're
door.
like shit. Like
I'm
this
like,
is the
I
last.
feel like it literally felt like my life flashed before my fucking eyes. Like
yeah, she was about to die for real.
I felt like I was about to die for real, and then like all of a sudden like it's just like glass everywhere, just all over me. Like there's just screaming. Like we get T-birded, and we like just flip. You just keep flipping, and we like stand by the barrier, and then like out of nowhere, I'm like just sitting there, and I just throw myself out of the car. Like I crawl through the back of the car because my door's fucked up completely. Like it's indented. There's no more window. Like my head hit the window and it literally broke the window.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Like the impact of the car and my head broke the window completely open.
I remember Taya telling me that and me finding a way out of an assignment. I'm just kidding. No.
I was like, I can't do the assignment.
No, I was like,
got
really?
in a car crash and I have a concussion.
I didn't believe her at the time. I didn't really know it was that severe, but I'm like,
I sent you a picture.
Hearing about it now is insane.
But the glass is literally everywhere, and like when I threw myself out of the car, this random man came out of nowhere. Like he wasn't even in the other car. Like he was a bystander. He came out of nowhere
And saved you?
No, he was annoying me. Like he had this cowboy hat on.
Ew.
And, like, he looked like he's been like out in the sun roasting, toasting, and boasting. And I was like, and he was like, calm down, you're fine. Like, all angry at me. Like,
hell no. How do I get away from me? If I get away from me, I'm like, you're not the one I want to see in the light.
And there's like blood all over my face, like dripping down my face and my arms and my chest. And like, and he's just yelling at me. He's like, "You're fine. Stop crying. Just breathe.
Just breathe.
Just breathe." Like
me, why you're like,
from light skin to light skin. Why are you treating me like this, sir? And he's like, "Just breathe." He's like, "Do you need water?" I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I don't need water because I will watch those stories that people be poisoning you through your water." And he was
that's
like,
what she thought about at the moment of her almost demise.
And so he takes up this water bottle, like Like it was like
He makes you drink.
he makes me drink it.
Oh, fucking
It was
God.
like no, the water bottle was like dismembered though. It was like one of those plastic water bottles.
How do I get the fuck away
But it
from
looks
me?
like it was like full of brown water. And it looked like it'd been dunked in the like river.
Why did
Like
you
he gave me
drink
river
that?
water. He forced me to drink it. Like
I
I
would've told him to get away from
no,
me.
like I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm fine. And he said, drink it.
I would have been like, get the fuck away from me before I make you drink something else. Before I make you drink.
He's literally all over my face.
You should get away
all
from me
over my
before I
face,
make you
like,
drink this fish.
Drink it.
Ew.
And so
Fair change.
I take the water and I'm like, and then I close it and he's like, keep drinking it. And I'm like, no, I'm okay, I'm fine. And then like he walks away.
Meanwhile, you're getting drugged.
Like to nowhere. And then I called my ex-best friend. Not my ex-best friend, my ex-friend. I don't talk to her anymore. But I called her and I was like, I just got into a car crash. Why am I not calling my mom?
I know, what the fuck?
My friend was on the phone with my mom actually already. Because I wasn't conscious. Everyone else in the car was.
You weren't conscious?
I wasn't conscious.
What the fuck?
Because my head broke the window open. So I had a concussion really bad. And the whole time, like, I was literally just screaming, like,
Yeah.
outside of the car. And, like, the other white lady, she was like, my kids!
My what?
My kids! They're traumatized.
Girl,
And her kids are standing outside the car playing.
That's so funny to me.
This
While you guys
white
are
woman.
literally, your guys' car is literally flipped the fuck over.
This white woman.
That's so funny. She literally knew that she was the one at fault, and she did.
Guess
that
what her
shit.
damage was? A little tiny dent above her.
While your guys' car was literally fucking damaged to the fucking.
And then the fucking ambulance made me mad too. Everyone making me mad this day. Like, so we have to get picked up by the ambulance because I
Did
gotta
they
go to
force
the
you to drink
hospital.
water too?
No. Wish they did. But we get into
What?
the ambulance. I needed some water at this
Oh.
time. Some clean, actual water. Not that whatever the fuck he got going on in that
What
bottle.
the fuck did he give
I
you?
don't know.
I'm still like confused. What the fuck he could have given
It
you?
was brown.
And the fact that you drank it
I took a
still.
little tiny sip because he was yelling at me. Like
He
he
was
knew
cool.
me.
Exactly. I would. No, bitch. I would have thrown hands at that point. I'm
But
like, I just got in a car crash. I'm like, you're forcing me to drink some dirty ass nasty water where I don't know where the fuck it came from. I'm like, get away
it
from
literally
me.
looks like you just scooped it up from a pond.
Ew.
Like, this is so nasty. And then
you
like
still drink it.
the ambulance got there, and first of all, the police keep making me sit down. I'm trying to stand up and walk around to calm myself down. They're like, sit down, you need to sit down. Like
I get that. You literally had a fucking concussion.
I'm bleeding everywhere. I don't want to sit down. But then the ambulance gets there. The ambulance
tour the damage.
I want to see.
I want to see what's the bed.
And then the little kids that are in the other crash, like the other car that
Yeah.
got crashed in this, are just staring at me while playing. They're just
fuck?
like,
I'm like, what, bitch? You almost killed me.
you almost killed my ass.
I'm like, you're playing? Well, I'm over here.
My kids! My kids!
Oh, hell no. If I heard that, I'm like, do you see whose car is fucking flipped over right now?
But then the ambulance get there, and they put me and my friend in the ambulance because
Did she not give a fuck about you guys? Did she even say anything?
no, she didn't care at all. Like she was more worried about her kids. Like
The kids that
once she saw we were teenagers, she knew she was gonna win. Like we had to pay her a whole bunch of fucking money, dude.
pay her is insane
Yes.
though. Like and
they didn't check any of the cameras either.
That's why I'm fucking pissed.
They
at
just
that.
took her word.
That's why I'm pissed at that. You guys should have been like more on about that shit.
But we
You
literally
guys
got
should
in the
literally find
ambulance.
the videos.
And why was the ambulance kind of racist towards me? Like, they keep, like, I'm the passenger, and they keep asking me, are you sure you weren't driving? Are you sure you weren't the one driving? Are you sure you weren't the one driving? Like, they asked me this at least 20 times.
Like, no, bitch, it's the white one right
it's
here.
the white one! It's
the
not
white
me!
one. Get away from me. I know.
Not me!
Because they would have paid. They would have been immediately like, nope, it's case closed. No,
Literally, they would have been like, your problem. Like,
boo-hoo, pay her.
and then, like, they're taking our statements or whatever. And then, like, my friend, the one that was sitting behind me, that didn't get any damages to her, they start strapping her down in the little stretcher in the ambulance. And she was, like, started having a panic attack. She was like, I don't want to be put down on the stretcher. Like, I hate being strapped down. Like, my friend is the one that needs the stretcher. She can't walk. Because at this point, like, I couldn't walk for some reason. I think it was, like, the surprise and the trauma, like,
you were just like,
and my legs got trapped beneath the door, like between the door and the chair, so I couldn't really walk at the time. And they started strapping her down, and then when we get to the ambulance or the emergency room, they start rolling her in the stretcher while she's sobbing because she's in the stretcher. Like, they're literally making her have a panic attack by putting her in the stretcher. And then they make me carry all of her jackets, her
That's
phone,
fucking
my jackets, all the stuff that we took in the ambulance, and walk my ass in there.
it's so crazy to me.
They didn't even help me. Like, they literally just made me walk in there. And I was like, I literally can't walk right now. I even told them that. I was like, I literally can't walk right now. Like, it's really hard for me to walk. And they're like, you got it. You're fine.
What the fuck?
And I was like, dude. And my friend was like, I have no damages to me. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm good. Like, you need to focus on her.
They were racist. They just didn't want to put you on the stretcher.
It was all white people.
Yeah.
We went to the emergency room in Ralston. Like, at least the nurses were nice. The nurses were really, really nice. That's when I started feeling better. But then they put my ass through an MRI scanner. That was scary. I said, beep. I felt like I was going in the oven. They let me cook. They let me cook. All right.
Maybe too much.
Yeah. Here's my car. We're putting Lizzie in a Beetle.
Oh yeah, put me in a nice ass car.
We put her in a Beetle. Volkswagen. I can't believe I got in that car crash. I think about that every single day now. Like, car crashes are no joke, guys. Like, I used to think they weren't, like, that bad. Because I never really got into one because my mom's such a really good driver.
Oh.
She drove, like, trucks before she drove cars. Because her dad was a trucker.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, she had a lot of experience.
Yeah, but that shit was crazy.
That is
Don't drive in
crazy.
Omaha. People can't drive here. She got the makeup products from, like, 8 years ago, y'all. The Fit Me.
From 8 years ago is insane. I'm like, I haven't had it for 8 years, first of all. But yeah, guys, I'm like, that's some crazy shit. I'm like, I have a, what do you call it? Can you see?
Guys,
Yeah,
I think my
hi. I can see it. If you guys want to comment and say anything, go ahead. If you have any questions or any like confessions that you want to give me, let me know. Oh my God, Marcy, I love you. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Marcy. This is an assignment that I have to do. So I'm here. I'm like, please talk to me. I'm like, I need people to talk to me. I'm like,
I want to hear your guys' stories.
yeah, I want to hear some stories. Like, Marcy, give me a story. I'm like, we can talk about that. It's because Marcy, she's my friend. I do a lot of shit with her. I'm like, so most of the time, most of the stories that she has probably has me in it.
Bye.
Yeah. So
Doing
like,
some bullshit shit. Huh?
Yeah.
I bet.
No, we cannot
I
say.
bet.
We cannot say. Oh my eye. Stay in life. Stay in life.
No.
That's what you were giving me. But yeah, that's fucking crazy. I also have a crashing story, but it was actually my fault though.
Lizzie, this is why you didn't get your driver's license.
Fuck you, first of all. No. She said Twitch streamer. No. No, this is an assignment.
No.
It's strictly in a...
This is the last stream.
This is the last stream of the century, and then you guys never see me again. I'm just kidding. You'll see me again.
No,
Somewhere.
you will not.
Famous.
Do you have the Too Faced makeup palette?
Fudge, no. But tell the story of the party at Ty's with the crazy neighbor. Oh yeah, bitch.
Crazy
Yes,
neighbor.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so this all started one evening, right? We decided to have a party. My friend decided to have a party, and it was for my friend's birthday party, which is Marcy, the one that's in here. She's being interactive. She's the one in the chat. It was her birthday, right? And so we thought it would be fun to have a surprise birthday party, which wasn't even a surprise because our friend ended up telling her, like, because we had a separate group chat. He ended up texting the wrong group chat and be like, so this is the little invite for her surprise party. And then she's like, what the fuck, guys? And then she just found out like that. And I'm like, Taiwan, you...
I would have been mad as hell.
I'm like, you literally sent it in the group chat with her. I'm like, you're so dumb. So he sent it in that one. So then she already knew about it. We already had the date set and planned. And then once it started getting later, we all got ready. We all had our PJs on. We all like decided to go. Everyone was mostly there. Like our friend group, I mean, was mostly all there. And so once, oh shit, it's 'cause I keep swiping off. Sorry. Um, Once we were all like there, because this was at the guy friend's house, because he likes to have parties there, and you can have parties at like his house. And it's always like at his, which I don't know why, but like yeah, I'm like I guess we just don't go to anybody else's house. But no, we had all arrived there. We were all there. We were all getting ready. We were doing normal teenage things. You know what I mean? Like normal teenage things, like that teenagers
Not to
would
the
do.
neighbor.
Normal teenage things. So yeah, there was like his mom. There was like our friends. We were just all there. We were all just singing happy birthday. You know, we did the little cake thing. Everything was going like smoothly. It wasn't like I can't remember if Marcy. Do you remember if it was before or after we did the cake? I'm not sure if it was before or after. Like we had like given her the cake, but this is when it starts to take like a foul turn, like a very foul turn. So yeah, hold on. Did she say? I think it was okay. I'm gonna just say I think it was after she did this, because then like we were all just singing. I don't know though. Don't quote me on it, but I think it was after. So after like the whole ordeal, I think it was after. Yeah, it was after the whole ordeal. So I'll tell about the cake later. But yeah, we were all just kind of vibing, and then like nothing really much happened, and then we started noticing that there was like a lady outside, right? Cause my friend's mom like invited them because they like live downstairs. So there was like this whole house that they lived in, and then the whole bottom was like the landlord's like daughter's place. Yeah, and that was like the landlord's daughter's place, and the top part it was my friend's place, right? And they were just renting that top part, but basically we were renting the whole house, and they were paying for the person downstairs, which was stupid. Because I'm like, why are you paying? Like, you don't need to pay for them. Like, but like the landlord did not give a shit, and he just like they just like took advantage of him, or like not him but like his family, because I'm like I would say so, because I'm like I would not pay for no shitty ass neighbors to live in my fucking basement. I'm like I get the whole house. The fuck you mean I'm not gonna get the whole house, you know, paying for the whole house. And so sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I need. I'm gonna put a little bit of gel in my eyebrow. Beauty girl. But yeah, everything was going smoothly. Nothing was going bad until we noticed like the neighbor was acting a little crazy, because she had like she was drinking, and she was drinking a little too much, because Miss Girl got crazy. She got crazy because like oh my god, I can't even I don't even remember like the full details, because she did so much. Look at looks so like snatched, but she did so much. It's not even funny. So yeah, she was like invited because you know she lives downstairs. So I'm like, might as well like let her come, whatever. It doesn't matter. And so she was there, and I'm like, she was just drinking. She was like, being her drunk self, you know. And then we my friends and me, we really didn't like her though, because she was like a white woman, and she was acting like a fool. So we were just like making fun of her and trolling her and shit. That's kind of mean, but we were low key trolling her the fuck out of her. So
Why would y'all sit there and entice a drunk person?
it was so funny. No, but like we just wanted her gone, because she was like asking like for drinks on, and I'm like get the fuck out. Like it's not your party. I'm like it's not your birthday party first of all either. I'm like get out. I'm like you're like ruining it. I'm like and I'm like we just really wanted her to leave, and she would not leave. And so once she went outside, we sort of like everybody kind of like was like yeah lock the door.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, did you lock her out of the house?
So then we sort of kind of locked her out of the house, and then me and my friends started like being funny, and we started like dancing at the front of the door, because there's like a big oval thing that shows like it's kind of like a mirror kind of, but not really. It shows like outside and inside, but you can see like your reflection from it. And she was just staring like that, like a creep. She was just like staring like that while we were dancing, like twerking and shit. And then like just to be funny, tell me why this lady, she like tries to get in from that door, like, you know, trying to get in, this and that, trying to go in through the other door and trying to get in from there. We're like, what in the world is happening? I'm like, why is she acting like an actual crazy person? It's like, you want to lock me? Oh, no, I can't bring that up, Marcy. I can't bring that up. Oh, no. Okay, so we did something funny. Like, you know, since she was drinking so much, I thought it would be funny to to give her a water shot. So I poured water.
My God.
I was like, yeah, take this. I'm like, take this. It's like, yeah. I'm like, down it, yeah. She takes it, and she's like, it's just water. What the fuck? And I'm like, no. I'm like, it's because you're drunk. I'm like, you can't taste it because you're drunk. No, she was so pissed about it. Like, she was so pissed that it was an actual, like, alcohol. Yeah, she was so pissed that it wasn't, like, actual alcohol. And I was like, no. I'm like, sorry, but it is alcohol. Like, you know, like, you're goofy. And
You're goofy.
I'm like over here making fun of her and shit. But then after that, yeah, like I was saying, she was just trying to get in from like all the doors, like from the back door, the front door. She's like, you can. She's like, and then once like she got in, because I guess they like we let her in because we're like, okay, fuck it, like just let her in, like whatever. When she got in, she's like, you think you can lock me out? And this bitch started going crazy, and then. The one that was twerking with me, she was like, who was the one twerking at the door? Who was not the one twerking at the door? And she was like so pissed about it. And she was like, who was the one twerking? I was like, and then my friend, I have another friend there, and she was the one that was twerking with me. Like we were like instigating basically. Me and her, she was like, I was this and that. And then they both like she's trying to go at my friend. And I mind you, my friend is like 130 and this bitch is like 2 something. She's pushing 200.
She's pushing 200.
She's pushing. And I'm like, no. I'm like, there's no way that she wants to fight like a 17-year-old right now. I'm like, and you're like 30 something. But no, she wanted to fight my friend and she was like 17 at that time. Yeah, I think she was 17. Yeah, and she wanted to fight her. And then I'm like, what the actual hell is happening? And then she just wanted to get to her. And like my friend, of course, he wouldn't let her like try to fight her. Like they were like trying to separate them because like what the fuck? They're not gonna fight a 17-year-old. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? And like we were just trying to get like they were just trying to tell her to leave and get the hell out. But like she was bringing up the fact that her mom was the landlord and this and that. And she was like making it a big deal. And she was like, I'm gonna like tell my mom this and that. No, she's like, I live here, I own this house, blah blah blah, this and that. She was just basically being like, I own this house, like I don't have to leave, and this and that. She was just being annoying. Like she just wouldn't get the fuck out, like get the fuck out, you know? And she wouldn't get the fuck out. And like she's over here drunk and shit, and she wants to fight like a 16-year-old.
Dave's telling us the time.
Oh, tell him it might take a little more time. I'm like, we're not gonna be done. I said you're blowing me up. Okay, we'll probably have to finish this like in 10 minutes, guys, because we have a next class. But yeah, I'll finish the story time though, because it's like interesting to me too. It's like I'm like getting into it too, like remembering it. But yeah, she was basically just going off the charts and off the rails, and she just wanted to fight my friend. And then she's like, no. She's like, I want to know who was like twerking at the door. And then me and my friend,
twerking at the door.
yeah, and she was just like mad about us dancing and making like you know being funny or goofy. And she just wanted to fight my friend. And I was like, what the hell? And I'm like, I'm the one. I did it too. I'm like, why does she want to fight me? And she's like, nah. She's like, I want to know who was twerking at the door, this and that. And by this time, she was already like in like one of the rooms kind of, and then me and my friend were there, and I had like a glass in my hand. I had like a cup, right? This was after like she wanted to keep like talking and all that, and me and my friend like had gone to the room. Me and Marcy, we had gone to kind of like a room to like kind of get away from that. I'm like, they were gonna fight. I'm like, they had them like separated, and she was like kind of over there. She was like kind of by over there. She's like, I just want to know who twerked at the door, blah blah blah. And like she came at me like that, and I was like,
so mad about this.
And I was just like looking at her, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like this was before before she started getting like even more crazy. You know, this was before like she started yelling at it, like and trying to get at my friend. No, she had came to ask me, and I was like, I'm like, and what? Like I was like, I was and what? And then all of a sudden, all I see is her. She's like trying to get close to me. She's like, I know it wasn't you. And then she like hits the cup out of my hand. I tell you, oh my god, if it weren't for my friend right there, if it were for my friend right there,
that cup would have went in her damn head.
No, if she wasn't there, if like Marcy wasn't there to stop me, I kid you not, I think I would have started fighting with this lady, because I'm like, there's no way. I literally was like, there's no way you just knocked the fucking drink out of my hand, like what?
What the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah, she like threw it out of my hand. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm gonna about to fight this bitch. And then like immediately my friend is like, she's like, no, like she's like, don't do it. And she's like, if you do it, like the cops are gonna call this and that. And like it was just like not a good situation for me to start fighting. And then my friend was telling me, she's like, no, don't fight this and that. And I'm like, I swear to you, if it wasn't for her at that moment, I would have swung on her. I would have swung and I wouldn't have missed.
And I wouldn't have missed.
I wouldn't have missed. Trust me. I'm like, there's no way I would have missed. I'm like, I would have beat the shit out of her. I'm like, in her drunk state too. I'm like, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. It was a scene from my scary movie. I was like, there's no way. Because, like, I know Marcy, immediately, she got so scared. Like, she just knew that I was about to, like, go batshit crazy. I'm like, I've never gone batshit crazy yet. And I'm like, it's always because my friends are there. I'm like, it's always because it's never, like, the right situation either. I'm like, and I'm not, like, stupid about it either. So I'm like, I'm not going to start fighting. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get the cops, like, pull up at this house and
drunk woman.
Yeah, and there's like no shit to, like I'm no shit, like I was already like 18. I'm like, I'm kind of an adult already. I can't be like get caught up like that type of shit either. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm like, no, I'm gonna. And like I literally tell you, I wasn't gonna do anything. And then she starts walking back, and this is when they start like cahoodling and getting more mad at each other, and they just. My friend is trying to go at her. She's trying to go at her. And they were just, like, getting more chaotic and more chaotic. And this is when it's, like, it was, like, screaming, like, yeah. She's like, you want to dance? You want to be a little hoe? And this and that. And she was, like, just, like, yelling at her, basically calling her, like, a slut or a hoe for, like, dancing at the window. And then my friend kept dancing in front of her.
Yeah,
I was fucking cracking the fuck up. She just kept dancing in front of her. I'm, like, after that. And she was just, like, doing it to be funny. And I'm, like, over here, like, yeah, hey. You know, I'm like, yeah. I'm just, like, with her in this. Because I'm, like, there's no way I'm going to be, like, siding with a fucking lady like that. Yeah, it was crazy. And then she was just dancing in front of her. But, yeah, and after that, like, she's trying to get at my friend. And I'm like, nah, I'm done with this bitch. I grab her from her neck. And I, like, sumo her. Like, I, like, put her bitch ass down. Like, I'm, like, I grab her from the neck. And I just, like, I'm like, no, I was trying to start fighting the fuck out of her.
Were you trying to put her to sleep or something?
No, I was just trying to get her down because this bitch wanted to be up so bad. I'm like, for what? What are you gonna do? Like, you're not gonna do shit. I'm like, you're surrounded by all these people. And her husband wasn't doing any better. He was fucking, I'm pretty sure he was, like, on fucking drugs because this man would not do shit. I'm like, he was just acting stupid. And he was, like, trying to side with her. I'm like, why the fuck are you trying to side with the lady that's trying to fight a 17-year-old, first of all? I'm like, but you're also, like, on fucking some drugs. So I'm like, I don't expect you to be, like, helping or conscious in any way. But, yeah, he was just getting mad at us for trying to protect our people. And I'm like, whoa, bitch. I'm like, just like how you're trying to protect her, we're trying to protect each other. I'm like, from you guys. Like, what the fuck?
Big ass.
No, and she was a big ass. Yeah, I'm like, there's a video of her falling. It's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah, she would just not come down. She would just not come down. She would not want. She would refuse to go downstairs. The husband would refuse to take her, and this and that. And they just wouldn't get the fuck out. You know, they just want to go back to their house. So we were like, okay, we were just like thinking, how are we gonna get her out? All of a sudden, she had a friend there, right? I keep forgetting like small parts of the story. Sorry about that. But she had like a friend there, and then that friend had like another friend, but they were just like bystanders. Tell me why this friend, she takes mace, right? Like, or like pepper spray, and like she does it so secretly and fast. She literally sprayed it across her friend's eye because her friend would not calm down.
Friend?
Yeah, because her friend would not calm down. Yeah, her friend.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, her friend would not calm down. So
she said
she literally did. Yeah, she literally did. She did it so secretly too, because nobody knew what was wrong. Because all of a sudden, this lady, she just was like, my eyes, like she's like over here dying like a fucking vampire. She's like, my eyes, and she's like falling and shit. And we're just like what? I'm like, what in the world? We're like, what in the world just happened? I'm like, why is she acting so dramatic for? And then little did we know, because there was like a video of it, so we kind of saw it when it happened. We were like, oh, it's because her friend sprayed her eyes. And we were like, And we're like, oh, we're like, her own friend did that to her.
That's pretty fucked up. But
Her
funny
own
at the same
friend,
time.
her own
That's funny
friend.
as hell.
Yeah, it's because no, her friend was getting fed up with her bullshit.
I would have too.
No,
like fuck.
shut up already. Like, she's being so loud. She's over here trying to fight some like 17-year-old. Like, why are you
The
acting
fact
like
that
that?
she brought the
when you're grown?
mace, probably knowing she's gonna
Yeah.
start acting like
Probably
that.
no, because that's so funny to me. I cannot like. Once I like bring up that part always gets me. Like, you really like pepper spray your friend. That's how you know. Sometimes your friends are so annoying that you just have to mace them in the
You
face.
just have to mace them in the face.
Yeah, mace them, pepper spray them. I mean,
Are you gonna start doing that to Dave?
yeah, I'm gonna start doing that to Dave so he can find out. He fuck around and find out. That's what I'm gonna tell him. I fuck around and find out.
Snatched.
Yeah. So that's what happened at that day. That day was crazy. I still laugh at that. I still laugh at the memories because the memories are so funny to me. I have a lot of them, and it's just like of her ass just trying to like fight us and just be annoying. So that was pretty fun. I consider that one of my core memories because I'm like it's very 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 like how do you call that, like psychotic. It wasn't nice. It was like a psychotic
Breakdown.
It was like a psychotic type of moment. I've had a lot of crazy moments in my life. I don't even know. Like sometimes I'd be like, oh no, I don't have any crazy moments. I have a lot. A lot.
I have a lot.
It has to do with like me just always getting into trouble.
Man, that made me want to tell the story about how my boyfriend puked on me at a party.
Oh hell.
I should have told that one.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about more late. We should talk about more in like a video, like an actual video, so that way I can cut out like parts where I just like am like because I'm always like that. I'm always like I don't know but yeah that's basically just the story of how
The bitch got
never
maced.
to and never to invite your neighbors
Never to invite your neighbors
at anything.
to a party.
No, because they weren't even invited. The fact is, they just like came up because they were hanging out with my friend's mom, and she automatically thought that she was invited to do teenage stuff, which is not true at all. I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, you're embarrassing, like as a person. And so to this day, I'm like, I would like to confront her and be like, so why were you acting like crazy? You know, like.
And she still lives beneath your friend?
They moved.
Oh, I was about to say.
I'm like, they moved, and I thank God. I'm like, I thank God you guys moved, because I'm like, imagine staying at a place that has like psychotic neighbors like that. Like, there's no way. I'd be terrified to have neighbors like that. But yeah, that's basically the whole story of that. And then we just carried on with the rest of the night, like nothing happened, because she ended up leaving after that, obviously. Because she was like in pain, so she was like, "Get me out of here." Nobody would give her water. She was like,
I could just like imagine this
Yeah.
happening.
No,
like,
yeah.
Imagining getting maced in the face and her just melting to the ground.
She was melting to the ground. She literally fell, and she was just crying. She's like, I need water, and nobody would give her water. That was the
Nobody
funny
would
part.
give her water.
Nobody would give her anything. Oh, sorry, it's kind of getting low. It gets like that because I move. But no, nobody would give her water because I'm like, nobody gave a fuck about her. I'm like, she was that genuinely that annoying. I'm like, you didn't have to do all that. Yeah, that's basically my story. I don't think there's much to it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I think I messed up a little. I got a little on my face. But yeah, I'm gonna end this live now. That was the story of how this crazy ass neighbor got pepper sprayed by her own friend.
Your own friend.
By her own friend. That's how you know you guys can't be annoying in the future.
Oh, I just fucking put my hand on my piercing.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end this. Bye guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.
Peace.